Hey guys, Justin here coming at you from the 5x5 test tent with another unboxing video. This is a new company to the channel. It's Hortibloom, and this is the Mega Optic 800. It's got Samsung and Osram diodes. Let's get it hooked up and take a look at what comes in the box. Alright guys, we've got it all hooked up and ready to go. Very easy setup. As you can see, it's just a regular folder. So you unfold it, and then something new on this one that I've actually never seen before. It has this little deal here where you can actually unscrew this. It comes like this, and then you slide it over where it folds, and it just gives it a little bit of extra support. So you got a little bit of extra support on that joint there. Pretty cool idea. I've actually never seen that on any of the lights that I've reviewed, so that's something new. And then they've got, of course, their logo right there. All the other particulars down here. Beam angle. And speaking of beam angle, you can see it actually has LED covers. So it's like an acrylic protector. So you can't actually touch the LEDs at all. Can't spray them, can't anything, can't damage them. And it also helps direct the light straight down a little bit more. As you can see, it kind of does this trippy effect here, where that bar looks like it's pretty much out until you come to over here. So you can kind of see the angle, and that talks about the beam angle right there. So pretty cool setup. Like I said, easy to hook up. You got the regular hanging kit set up here, basically with the cables. Hook these two into those two sockets from the driver. Hook up the power cord, and you're good to go. That's it, man. So let's take a look at the accessories and the manual and everything else it comes with. Alright, so here's what else comes in the box. We've got manual, little info sheet. We've got the rope ratchets. They are actually Metal Gear rope ratchets, so you get the good rope ratchets. And then you got your daisy chain connector there. Also kind of a cool little accessory. You get a 240 plug adapter. So that's a little cool little addition there. I guess we'll take a look at the kind of the info sheet here on the light itself. If there's not too much glare there, hopefully you can read that. 800 watts. The Mega Optic Penetrator. Love the name. Penetration. It's the name of the game, baby. So, yeah, that's the specs. If you want to take a look at that, feel free to pause and read. Backside here just has a little bit more info about it, the pictures of it, and their power map. So that's all that there. Then we've got the actual manual itself. It's pretty basic. It has a picture and diagram of the light, shows the dimensions there, and then we're going to open that up into basically just a fold out here. It shows how to hook up the daisy chain, all that good stuff. Another description about how to plug in the wires into the driver. We kind of went over that. You do have to screw the driver down to the middle there, so you do need a screwdriver. That is not provided. And then this is a list of all the things that comes in the box there. So pretty cool. And that's pretty much it for accessories. Let's get this sucker hooked up and see what kind of power she pushes. Alright, we've got the 4-corner power meter set up and ready to go. Let's kick on the meter here. See what we're reading. Looks like about 170-ish, around there. We're testing at 25 inches off the canopy as usual. That's going to simulate a 24-inch canopy because my sensors are about an inch tall. So we're shooting for 24 inches on the canopy level. And right now, this is like perfect for seedlings and veg. Little clones and stuff, little teenagers. Perfect, about 175, 200. That's what I like to run. And then keep in mind that's in the corners. If we do a center reading here, then we'd be looking 494. That's actually pretty huge for being 175 in the corners. This is a 5x5 though, so this light is going to have to cover quite a bit of space. This is a very large tent. So let's take a bump up. That's at 30% right now, as you can see there. So let's bump that up to the next click. That's 50%. See what that does for us here. That puts us roughly about veg, maybe a little bit lower than what I'd like for veg. I usually like to be around 300, 350, maybe 400 for veg. This one we're looking at about 300, a little under 300. You got to keep in mind the back two corners are almost perfect reflection. This one has almost no reflection at all, and then this one is obviously open and partially reflected. So the real numbers are pretty much in the back corner, because once you have this closed, everything's going to be reflective, just like the two back corners back there. So that's kind of why the numbers are a little bit different. But yeah, 300 there. Let's take a look at the center reading. Looking at 8. Wow. That's really blasting in the center. 822 in the center there. Dang. So we'll put that back over there, and let's go kick it up to the next notch here. Next one is going to be 70%. So that's 70% power. And we are going to be, well, in the corners, right about where I'd like to be for veg, about 400. About 400 in the corners, so that's pretty nice there. Let's take a center reading. See where we're at on that. Wow, 1168. This thing is really blasting in the center. Holy crap. I guess those angled diodes are really really putting in work there, or the lenses, I guess you would say, to focus that light downward. That's nuts. Yeah, 1168 already in the center. Dang, that's quite a spread. I will say that is quite a spread. So let's blow it open all the way, man. 100%. Let's do it. 100%. We are all the way. See right there. Where are we sitting? Right about at flower in the corners, where I'd like to see. About 600 in the corners usually. You'll probably hit that if you close up the tent. It'd be 600 all the way around in the corners. Center reading's going to be super high. I already know. I already know. Look at this. Look at this. 666. 1666. Holy crap. Yeah, this thing is blasting in the middle. That is really going. So we're 1100 par from center to the outside. That may be the biggest gap that I've ever seen for center reading to corner. That's wild. Let's take a quick look over here. Let's just see how like a side reading is looking. Need a little bit more leeway there to get it over there. There we go. So 1080, and we're like maybe, I don't know, 6 inches or so off the side there. I just want to see how bright that center part is there. So we're still pushing 1,000 all the way out there. So that's actually really good. Like your center is a little bit high at 666 or 1666, but it really does a good job of keeping it high all the way in the center area. So I mean, if you're gonna hit 1,000 6 inches in all the way around, that's pretty good. That's really good actually. I'd like to see them work on it a little bit to get the center a little bit less though. That is one thing I would like to see, but overall, this thing really does blast. And it looks really cool too. We'll say that. I like the look of the light itself. And if you're somebody who sprays their plants and stuff, and you're always afraid of hitting the diodes, these do have the covers over it, so that's a pretty big deal there. But let's take a look at the spectrum here. We'll pull out the spectrometer and get it fired up. See what kind of spectrum we're pushing. This is going to be Samsung and Osram diodes. There we go, we're zeroed out. Take a reading. And there we go. Well, that's got a pretty good size 740 bump there. That's quite a bump. And you got a nice double red spike. And then a blue. There's the spectral makeup there. Yeah, I mean, that's really nice, actually. The double red, I wasn't expecting that. Double red spike, and then the, I guess you would say triple red spike, really, at the 740. So, hell yeah. Looking good, looking good. All right, so now all we have left to do, really, is to let the light warm up a little bit more. And then we'll take some heat readings and wrap it up. All right, so I've let this warm up for a couple of hours now. Let's take a look at the heat reading here. Let's see what we're looking at. See if there's any weird hot spots or anything. There's the driver, of course. Sitting about 131, which is about normal. Bars are 113. Pretty good there. Nothing unusual. Pretty decent overall, I'd say. Really. So not bad on the thermal reading. It's got a lot of power to it. It's definitely the Penetrator. It's got a great name. I love that. The Penetrator. It's awesome though. It's got, like I said, a lot of power. The center reading is really high. It's 1,000 par all the way out to 6 inches out from this 5x5 tent. Like it's got a lot of power to it. It's 800 watts. I mean, it should. So if you guys want, take a look at the link below. If you want to get some more information about this or pick one up, I've got my discount code down there as well to save some money. And yeah, have a happy Thanksgiving and Black Friday and all that good stuff. And hopefully you enjoyed the review. Until next time, guys, happy growing.